Okay, happy Valentine's, everybody. I know it's a little late, but like all holidays, the vibe starts before and after. I mean, any good festival in the olden times used to last for a week, a month. So this energy of love especially, we should keep it going as long as possible. Definitely the holiday of love. I mean, it's for everybody, whether you're in a relationship or not. It's important to remember that because too many people get bummed out by Valentine's if they don't have anything else going on. You still have yourself, number one, family, friends, not just friends, friends. Very, very important. So if you're not in a union with one other person, maybe it's time to think about the other people in your life. Kind of a funny thing about Valentine's is it's all based on this saint who they're not sure if there was one St. Valentine's or two or three, but all the stories have to do with him being beheaded. Yeah. If you're feeling beheaded, it's okay. It goes along with the holiday. Got to get over it, though. We got to move past that. And we're going to read some RUMI here, get some charms. We got cards out. We're going to get a lot of messages. The thing about St. Valentine, too, is one of the St. Valentines, the story goes that he fell in love while being in prison. The woman would come visit him during his incarceration. So you could be a saint and still be in love. Nobody said saints had to be celibate. Then there's this other thing. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Lupercalia. That was dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, as well as the Roman founders Romulus and Remus. So this is a strange thing. They'd gather at a cave where the infants of Romulus and Remus were believed to have been cared for by the she-wolf, the Lupa. They would sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. Isn't that awful? It's like when we hear a goat being sacrificed, we don't cringe quite as bad. But a dog, everybody cringes now. I can cringe for both. I love goats for some reason. Then they would take the hide off the goat, dip it in blood, take it in the streets, and gently slap both women and the field crops with the goat hide. The women, those Roman women, pretty tough. They would touch the hides because it was believed to make them more fertile in the coming year. So I hadn't heard of that before, so I thought I should share it with you. Let's get a RUMI card. Yeah. Already shuffled. We'll do a little more. I have hardly any room left on this table. I'm away from my base, my home base, my studio, my warehouse, and so I got to make do. It's not bad. I mean, still feel very fortunate. And being away, that affects Valentine's. Trust me when I say everything's cool, though. Not going to worry about it. All right, we're getting one card for you, for all of us, for us, we. Did you hear that noise? Oh my God, I just dropped a shitload of cards. If you hear noises, it's because this place is off season. You would think it'd be quiet. Mostly it's quiet, except for the workmen sprucing up everything. And the work women, too. We're going to take the card that landed on the floor facing upright. It's weird, Blood Angel, but it's nice and red. For Valentine's, I got to tell you, I keep wanting to say Halloween. I got a problem with that. I don't know. We have the book here. Now we have number 7. I'll show it to you. You can screenshot it. Sure, be positive. Okay. This is the whole thing here. In the middle of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me. Like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away, it captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul and the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. RUMI. Wow. Pretty dark. I mean, it has a dark side, right? Well, it even starts out with the word darkness. In the midst of darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. So we could look at that like the moon card. Secrets, fears, the mother. It stepped down from the clouds and it looked at me. It glanced at me. It glanced at me. I saw it. It saw me. We're connected. But like a falcon, a bird of prey, it captured me. The moon captured me. And it took me to some huge, infinite space, unending, huge, wide. I looked for myself the way I knew myself before this. I couldn't find myself because in that space, my body become all soul and the tenderness of love. So in love, when we're really in love, we lose ourselves. We're wide open in this big, big space that never ends. This love sounds like a spiritual love, the deepest kind of love, true love, kind of thing we should aspire to. And if we find it, not to let it slip by. Sometimes people let things slip by because they're fearful, like the moon. People are afraid of love. A lot of people are afraid of love. Serious love. They might think that lust is love, but that's really about looking for attention, really. Trying to fill a space that's empty, not the space of love. Can't fill love with lust. It won't work. Anyway, I'm not preaching. Everybody does what they have to do. Let's get one of these charms. I just stick my hand in there. I can't see, of course. There's like a lot, hundreds, I think. You can tell I'm bad on details. What do we have? We have two. We have a guitar and an angel. This angel came up before. Oh no, this one's a little different. Angels watching overtime. So somebody here has poor angels working overtime. Isn't that terrible? Who would do such a thing? Let me try to get this where you can see it. These are tiny. Can you see that? I don't know. Anyway, that's what it says. Trust me on this. So angels working overtime. Oh my God. And then we have a guitar. Cool. Electric guitar. Now, I've been listening to a lot more music lately. I was playing rock bands. I was very serious about music. Then I got sidetracked for a long time because I had to make money, serious money, wanted some stability. Plus I had other interests, visual arts. I was a graphic designer and all that. So I see this as the angel being reassurance that your angels are not only there, they're working overtime for you and me and us, we. That electric guitar is about healing. Music's a great way to heal. The music and the words can be very soothing. I mean, sometimes we listen to songs that can trigger us, but maybe we need that. Need to cry something out? That helps get it out. But that looks like a message we have today. And I had a bunch of cards out here. This is my do-it-yourself oracle card, the Lover. To me, that's just like this card, the Lovers. The Lovers. Gemini. It's interesting that the sign that stands for twins would be the Lovers, right? There's that old story about twin flames. How they came about is we used to be this strange creature, strange looking creature, and because of our arrogance, because they're our ancestors, that's why I say our ancestors. Because of their arrogance, the gods, your God, our God, whoever you believe is the one, the source, to teach them a lesson, they cut them in half, sent them different parts of the world to spend the rest of their lives searching for their other half so that they could feel whole again. So that's one part of love. Another part of love is this four cups here. Somebody looking down, sad, not interested. And it's really interesting that the basic is so important that we sometimes forget when we look at tarot cards. This is a person by themselves. I see some wine in the back, cups. There's lilies. Is that what they are in the front? Lily pads. Now, what are they called? Damn. Can't remember the flower. There's also a horse and a villa, birds in the sky. So there's hope all around this person. There's some hills, though. The little mountains back there. Whenever you have to go over mountains, that's a little bit of a struggle. But that's life, right? Can't look down. Can't look away. We can rest, heal, but looking away isn't going to get us anywhere. What we're going to do next is, oh yeah, we have this, more cups. This one came out, 10 of cups. I shuffled that deck. Not easy thing to do. They're so huge. You can see how big they are. And the 10 of cups is everything. You have everything, especially love. So it relates more to family, emotions. Because there's 10, it's a group, could be a long time now. It's from the ace to the 10. It's a long journey. All these are about a journey. So this journey here, maybe we should relate it back to the RUMI. One thing about the 10 is it can be the end of a cycle, the end of the road. You got all these things, but we're humans. We're never satisfied. After 10, we want to get a new start, a new journey, a new path, we're ambitious. We're actually never satisfied. So we want to go back to that ace for some kind of new chapter. And what would that chapter be? Since they're cups, it would be love of some sort. One thing that's missing. One thing, if you get to 10, it could be also like, say you've been in a relationship a really long time, you have everything, but there's something missing from that relationship. I don't know. Could mean a lot of things. With that RUMI card, with the moon coming in there, and feeling like the moon is calling us and wants us to go off into this infinite space of love, to go back into love. What do you call it? Spiritual love. But we'll keep going. Who knows? Something else come up, we'll clarify. We're going to get one of these right now. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, there we go. Got a clue. Got a clue, people. I love that card. It cracks me up. Oh boy, it almost came out. Alright, we'll take those two. Oh man, it's not good. Smite. Oh my god, what weird cards. Yum. Smite. And get a clue. Get a clue. That came out first, right? So get a clue to me. When you tell somebody get a clue, it's like, what's wrong with you? Don't you know this? Everybody should know this. Why are you questioning? Why are you off track? What's the problem here? Then we have smite. Now smite, it can mean a lot, like everything. Smite can be to smack somebody, to hit them. What do they call that? Bitch slap? Terrible, isn't it? I hate that kind of shit, but that's what it means. It can also mean smitten. What's smitten? It can be deeply struck by strong feelings of attraction for somebody, like an infatuation. And that could be for different things. Here though, it's a love reading. So it can be something new too. It can hit us, smack us, suddenly affected by somebody or something. Strong emotion. Yeah, there's smite, smote, and smitten. They all go together. I've always taken Valentine's kind of lightly, pretty much. You start out as a kid, they kind of set us up for this, where you have a little card, you get a bunch of them. You get so many, you give them out to all your classmates. You have enough for everybody in the class. And you just write their name on it maybe, or something, if you can even write. And maybe if there's somebody you like, because even as children we tend to gravitate towards certain people, maybe put little extra hearts on there and say something nice if you can, write that much, And so it's like giving people something. And also we give candy. Look, I gotta show you. You see these things everywhere. Of course, there's fine chocolates that are probably a little healthier. Try to get dark chocolate if you can. But you can buy for yourself. There's no reason in the world not to buy for yourself. If there is somebody you want to give some, great. But if there isn't one person, or even if there is, what I've done in the past is get a bag of wrapped candy, stick them in my pocket, and if I go out, I don't know, say you go to the supermarket, give one to the checkout person, male or female. Go to a bar, have a drink, give them out to a bunch of people, all ages, all sexes. They laugh, they think it's fun. I've never had a bad reaction. And it's also a holiday about giving and receiving. Oh, yum. That makes sense, huh? Candy. I didn't even think it. See how obvious things can be? And we, at least me, somehow missed the whole point. Today, before I started your reading, I went to a couple apps I have. And they always give you this card of the day. One was a High Priestess. That's Tarot Apokalypsis. It's a great app. Recommend it. The other is Rider Waite. And the Lovers came up. So, like, I don't know if this app, like, picks them themselves and it's so obvious to have the Lovers. But that's what came out. And I like their way they do it because they break it down into categories. The general meaning, career and finances, love and relationships, health, spiritual. So for the Lovers, as they say under love and relationships, it's an extremely positive card. It means you're in or you're heading to a long-lasting relationship. And it's worth committing to. That's pretty damn good. In the spiritual context, it stands for being in harmony with yourself, self-love. The other meaning is that working with a special person that you have faith in may help you on your spiritual path. And that goes back to that idea of us being split in half, trying to find the other person. If you find the other person, they help you in every way. You should be mutual. You help them, they help you. Yeah, pretty cool. Valentine's is a great holiday. I mean, it's a shame if you have to remind some people that about love, that love's so important. It's the strongest energy. But seems like that's what we need. So, what do we have? We have any advice? Get a clue. You already know something. There's a problem. You already know. You could be smitten. You're, with somebody. Maybe you're afraid to talk to them. This is a good time. Open that door up. Get some candy for yourself. Heal. Got that little guitar back there somewhere hidden now. The angel, you got people on your side. Yeah, and open up to like the RUMI said, open up to that infinite space of love. It's amazing. Love can be when you pray, too. When you pray, obviously, it should be in a loving way if you do it right. It shouldn't be like always asking for something. It should be giving thanks. If you have love in your life, give thanks for that. Give it a little extra this week, this month. I think it's a great holiday. You can enjoy it if you want. If not, take responsibility for yourself. Ask why you're not enjoying it. All right. That's going to be the Valentine's reading for today. Thank you very much. Thank you for flying with Romaniello Tarot. Appreciate every one of you. I've been doing this, less lately because I've been away, but I find myself wanting to do it. I have a lot of interest in my life. Music's been tugging at me harder these days, but I still like doing these. I think there's magic in the readings for me, for you, for we, all of us. Thanks again. Love you all.